Hello, sports fans. It's that time of year again. Football is just around the corner, and you know what that means. Madden 16 is out. That's right. And we're going to go ahead here and start a new series on Got Next Gaming for the Connected Franchise. We're going to do owner mode here. We're going to do that. We're going to call our owner Mike Moneybags, as we're going to pick the financial mogul type, so this way he has extra money to play with. And we're going to see what we can do. The team that we picked is the Jets. I went ahead and picked the Jets because, number one, I'm a Jets fan. I know it's unfortunate, but my dad was a Jets fan, and he loved, Broadway Joe, the quarterback that brought him to the Super Bowl and everything else. So I'm stuck being a Jets fan for my life and being miserable. But you know what? We're going to turn the Jets' fortunes around, and we're going to make them a winning team. They got a pretty solid defense, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with them. And the other reason is because, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen anybody do the Jets, the New York Jets, on YouTube. So we're going to bring that to you here on YouTube. We're going to do the Jets. We're going to struggle. We're going to try to figure out how we're going to make this team work for us. I mean, their defense is solid, looks like on paper, and their offense still needs help. They did pick up some pretty key pieces in Brandon Marshall there, and have Eric Decker for his second year now. And seeing if they can do something with this to try to turn this around. New coach, new everything to try to get this going for them. And we're going to see what we can do with this team as it is. I'm not going to make any changes right away. I may look around to see if we can do some moves here or there. Maybe pick up a free agent. Maybe I'll try some trading later on. I don't know yet. But I want to see what they got as it is, the way they stand now. We're going to take a look at some of the things that are here in the career mode, or the owner mode, I should say, for Connected Franchise. Several factors go into your team value. The higher it is, the more revenue you generate as an owner. Remember, you'll have to use your funds to pay signing bonuses, so if you go into the offseason with zero, you'll struggle to improve your team. So this is team value. We're going to take a quick look at this and see where the Jets stand. And obviously, overall, they're 12. They're 12th, but their team success is 26, and that's where they're going to struggle. That's what it's all about this team. It's always been the success of the team and the lack thereof. So that's what we're going to try to see if we can turn around and fix. There's a lot of different options here in the career mode for this, where we can see concessions, and we're going to take a look at this and see that our barbecue sales are pretty average. Just try adjusting the prices to get more revenue from them. So we're gonna drop it to see if we can actually make some more money in volume. If that doesn't work, then we'll turn it around and go the other way, and we'll raise the prices instead to see if we can pick up more revenue that way. I was trying to do the volume. I'm going to try to play the volume game first. A lot of the cool things in here where you sell team apparel and you get to control all the prices on that. The Super Bowl t-shirt is not unlocked because we didn't go to the Super Bowl yet. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to see some more stuff here with jersey memorabilia. This is awesome stuff. I mean, you got all the players here. You pick up sales from them each week. You have a home game, and their jerseys are sold, and you have your top players. And this goes into the marketing standpoint of it as well, and I'll show you that in a minute after we take a look at team revenue. Remember, the more home games you play, the more money you make, so making the playoffs and playing at home is a big plus. During away games, you'll lose money since you have to pay player and staff salaries. So we'll take a look at the Jets' income here, and you can see 70-30 when they are at home. So far, this is what they've done with their revenue. Looking on the green side right now, not so much in the red. They are in the black. But that's going to change as we go through the season. We're going to see if we can manage that to our advantage, as we picked a pretty decent income on a home game, $13.7 million as compared to expenses of $5.8. So we should do fairly well. But again, we'll have to see what happens when we play an away game and how badly that goes for us. Moving forward, we're going to take a look at that marketing piece right now. This is what I thought was really cool. Player marketing. If you can sign players that have high personality rating and are really popular, you'll sell more jerseys. Player marketing allows you to make extra money throughout the season. If you have a popular player, signing players like RG3 or Peyton Manning can go a long way to just making just enough profit to bring you in some stuff each week. We have Darrelle Revis. He's a 95. He's one of the top ones out there. We have Brandon Marshall, Leonard Williams. I was kind of wondering about why Wilkerson wasn't on here, Mo Wilkerson, and some other players. But Devin Smith is the 5th most popular on the team. And then we take a look at the NFL top 10, and Darrelle Revis is number 2 overall, behind Aaron Rodgers, and then before Tony Romo and even Tom Brady. So he picks up a lot of money for us that way in that. And even Peyton Manning, and you see Richard Sherman, his constituent there at the cornerback position, that they always kind of go back and forth at each other who's the best out there, but whatever. Anyway, there's more stuff here with the owner mode as we can look at stadium overview. Your stadium is the lifeblood of your franchises. If you have funds, choose to upgrade the different parts of the stadium or renovate. You can also only upgrade your stadium if it's big enough to allow it and your stadium's rating is low enough. Otherwise, you have to choose to relocate. MetLife Stadium is only 5 years old. It's actually pretty decent. The ratings there are pretty high, so I don't know what we're going to do. We'll be able to do with this. We'll have to see that going forward as well to see what that means for us. There's more stuff here. Team success, things like that. So we can take a look at team success. This is going to be the big thing for us. Team success is tracked over multiple years and changes going forward based on your wins and losses, playoff victories, and overall success. Success plays a big part in your team value, so win as much as you can. That's what this is going to be about for us, right? This is the Jets, the same old Jets. We know how they are. I'm a Jets fan all my life. I'm 42 years old, and I know that they are just been frustrating, to say the least. And we're going to try to turn that around here with our new owner, Mike Moneybags, as he's bringing a lot of cash in to see if he could change the culture of this team. And the fact that I kind of consider it a laughingstock of the league half the time with all the drama that goes on. They always seem to be surrounded in just silly drama all the time. We're going to take a look at some free agents. Alden Smith's out there, right outside linebacker. He's an 89. It's really, really tempting, but I don't want to go in that direction. I think our defense is strong enough. I kind of want to save the money that we do have to take a look at the offense and work out offensive situations. But the only quarterback available, which is the position I'd want to actually upgrade, is Matt Flynn, and he's a 74. Doesn't do much for us in this particular section. So we're going to take a look and see what we're going to do here going forward into the first game of the season for the New York Jets. And let's see what the announcers have to say about this matchup.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Jets going up against the Browns. Now let's get you out to MetLife Stadium for this matchup.
And the day we have all longed for, opening Sunday of the NFL.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Sims. And Phil, it's the start of a whole new season. There's a sense of renewal in the air and all kinds of hope. And how do you feel about getting this season underway?
Well, I think you're right. It is a lot of hope for all the teams in the NFL, but also what you have in a game like this, opening day, you have nerves. So it's up to the coaches to really put the players in situations where they can get involved in the game and get rid of those nerves so they can show everything they worked on this offseason can work.
So there you have it. First game, first week of the new season. And the kickoff happens here as the Jets receive. And Jeremy Curley takes off with the ball and doesn't get very far. Actually winds up going backwards a few yards. And only gets a 13-yard return to put the Jets at the 24-yard line. Fitzpatrick gets the ball, drops back, throws it over the middle to Decker, who makes the catch and is able to claw his way for a first down. And, well, not quite a first down, but does pick up 10 yards receiving, and it's second down and inches here for the Jets. And we're going to see the next play. And what are they going to do? Pass, run, probably run, I would imagine, here with second down and inches. Supposed to have a pretty decent run game. And, yep, Zach Stacy gets the handoff and is able to pick up a couple of yards there for the first down for them. And you're going to see a theme here, folks, as we see a flag and it's holding. And now the play is going to be called back, and it was all for nothing. And it's going to be second down and 9 now instead of second down and inches with that holding call. We're going to see a theme throughout the day that our running game is probably the only bright spot of this whole thing. And you'll see more of that as we go, as Zach Stacy does, again, take the carry. A couple plays later, third down and 7 down the field. And a pass over the middle to Decker, who was covered like a blanket and drops the pass there. So it's 4th and 7, and the Jets will have to punt. We'll take a look at some of the defensive plays here as well, as we see Johnny Manziel of the Browns at the quarterback position for them, as he mans the helm there, and they run the ball and do nothing with it. Third down 11 here, a couple plays later. pass over the middle. First pass for Manziel is completed to Dwayne Bowe for a first down, 16 yards. And, well, you know what? They stopped the run, but they're not going to stop the pass, I guess, here. But we're going to take a look at that great defense that the Jets have, as we see Quentin Coples there, and Darrell Revis and Calvin Pryor and Antonio Cromartie. And the crew, the cornerback crew, is back from a few years ago when they were having some pretty good success on defense that way. And we will see on the 3rd and 5 that the Jets defense does bear down and make the play and get them off the field, and the coach is not too happy about that. The Jets take over here, 1st and 10, pass over the middle, and it is batted down, almost intercepted there across the middle, as, again, common theme, passing is just not going to work out for us here, as Fitzpatrick gets sacked for the first time today and is dropped to the grass. Drops back again here with 3rd and 17, and he will be sacked once again, as he had all day to throw but couldn't find an open receiver. The receivers are just completely covered here, and there's nothing that they can seem to do to make it any easier for themselves. I don't know. There's just no separation there with the receivers, and we'll see Zach Stacy get the ball and do absolutely nothing with it. And there's a flag on the play, though. With that, I think they called it for a face mask. And yes, they do. They call the face mask on that, so that should be a first down, as it's a personal foul. 15 yards for the face mask. Yep, that'll get them the first down there, and that'll at least get them going in the right direction. Hopefully, we'll see. 1st and 10 here. Fitzpatrick hands off again to Zach Stacy, who's able to make a spin move to the outside and pick up another 12 yards there or so, or 10 yards or so for the first down. Again, bright spot of the game here, folks, is the offenses on both sides did not do much. It was mostly a defensive battle, so we're going to try to keep this as short as possible because it gets kind of monotonous. And Zach Stacy, again, looks like it's an instant replay there, but it's not. It's just another run. Same place, same amount of yards, and picks up the first down again. 3 rushes, 25 yards. Looking pretty solid as the running game. And we will catch the replay as it's worthy of another look because, like I said, this is the bright spot of what was going on here with this game. A defensive battle, to say the least. Second quarter, 4 minutes left here. Pass to Brandon Marshall is dropped as he was blanketed again by the defense and just couldn't get anything going. They just couldn't get any separation. You'll see that as a theme throughout the game here as we continue on. He is just about sacked there by Kruger as he just releases the ball, and it's incomplete for the 4th down there, and they're going to punt it away here. I put this one in here because this was pretty much a highlight too, as they were able to pin them back to the 3-yard line with a great punt there. They did that kind of coffin corner punt to get them buried there. But a few plays later here in the drive, Mo Wilkerson comes across and sacks Johnny Manziel. First sack of the season, first tackle. Great sack there, drops him back. 3rd and 23 here. Let's see if the Jets defense can hold them because they were playing pretty decently throughout most of the game. Manziel will hand off, and don't know why he did that with 3rd and 23. Kind of a give-up play, I guess. But they're able to hold him there. And, once again, the Jets shut him down to hold him off there as there's a minute left now in the half. And let's see if the Jets can do anything with the ball with that minute left. We're going to catch the replay here a couple times as it was definitely a nice effort by the defense to stop the run play there. And we can see the Jets drive results so far, ending in punts all along as they're just not able to get anything going. Fitzpatrick drops back here, 2nd and 7. Deep pass down to Decker, and it's again not caught, and we're going to get a holding there on the offense, and just going to pin us back more. 3rd down and 7 here for that one, and let's see what Fitzpatrick can do here. He's going to hand off to Stacy, who is able to fight for a few yards and get the first down. That's the bright spot, the running game. So I think we're going to have to rely on the running game a little bit here until we can find a quarterback that can do us some justice here, because we got great receivers, but I don't know if it's the quarterback. I don't know if it's the fact that they're not getting separation. We played that good of a defense. I don't know, but you can see there with the stats that the Jets got negative 5 yards passing. It's just awful. And here's Manziel, who's making completions with wide open players, and I don't know if maybe I wasn't calling the right defense and they weren't blanketing them right, but his receivers are getting wide open at some points, making it really easy for them to make catches. We were able to stop the running game for the most part. They weren't able to get anywhere with the running game at all, and that was good too, because the Jets defense kept them in this game all game long, as we're here in the 3rd quarter now, halfway through. Manziel's going to throw this one deep, but it's going to be way out of bounds, and not even able to reach that one. And again, the Jets defense holds them on 3rd and 14 to force them into 4th down and a punt situation. Jets get the ball. Fitzpatrick drops back, throws to the outside to Curley, who actually goes up and makes the catch. It's a short gain, only 4 yards, but we'll take it. It's a completion at this point, and he hadn't completed many passes up to this point, so we were happy with just the one. Again, Zach Stacy gets the handoff, and he's able to claw ahead for the 6 yards or more that he needed to get the first down for the Jets. And again, bright spot here for the Jets is the running game. Fitzpatrick drops back with 1st down and 10, is able to make a pass over the middle to Brandon Marshall, but does not get very far. It is a short pass for 6 yards, but again, we'll take it. It's a reception, and we haven't seen many of those completions in this game at all, as the defenses were just solid all the way through, defensive battle all the way. And Zach Stacy gets the handoff and is able to claw and fight and push his way to a 1st down for the Jets once again. And again, the bright spot of the Jets offense was Zach Stacy and the running game. And it wasn't even much of a running game. It's not like he got over 100 yards or anything, but he did it. Fitzpatrick, once again, almost picked off there by Mingo as he threw it right at him and I don't know what he was thinking there. Fitzpatrick drops back here with 3rd and 19. Can he get this one completed? Throws it up for Brandon Marshall, who goes up to get it, but does not come down with the ball. And they force a 4th down here, and the Jets are going to have to punt once again. We're going to catch the replay on that one. As you can see, the cornerback was out in front of him and is able to get his hand in there to break up the play. Just couldn't get away, couldn't get any separation. And we're talking about Brandon Marshall, who's one of the better receivers. Here's Johnny Manziel now as he drops back. He's got all day to throw. Couldn't get any pass rush, but throws it away. And he didn't have a great game either, but he completed the passes when he needed to. And the Jets once again forced the 4th down punt. Here's Zach Stacy once again running for the Jets and picks up some solid yardage there. We're going to catch the replay. That's worthy of another look because he just kind of fights and claws his way through and keeps those legs pumping. 7 yards on that one. Next play, Zach Stacy once again picks up the 1st down for the Jets. And here's that bright spot I'm talking about. It's about all they got. 9 rushes for 68 yards and another 1st down. And he's the one who kept doing it here, kept them in the game on his side of the ball, trying to give them the opportunity to do something, get them into scoring position. Would have been nice. I don't even think we got into a scoring position at any point of this game. And there's another slant route that somehow the defense got out in front of them when I thought I had the inside on the route. But nope. Brandon Marshall was one of the great route runners of the game, and he just keeps getting beaten every time. And again, I don't know if it's the quarterback, the defense, or if it's the receivers. Here, Derek goes way up in the air to try to make the catch on a wing and a prayer and doesn't do anything with it. And the Browns once again get the ball, and he's able to make a catch to one of his receivers that is wide open on the outside. And I don't even know who that guy was. But 3rd and 4 here, Johnny Manziel with the ball, drops back, and he's going to be pressured, but does able to make the completion anyway here on the outside before Hartline goes out of bounds. And we are running out of time here, folks, with 1:35 left in the 4th quarter. Manziel hands off, and we're able to sniff out the run and drop him behind the line there for a loss. 3-yard loss on that one. And the Jets defense is just, I mean, they've been showing up. They showed up, and they did what they had to do here in this game. But with this one here, though, another run from Manziel as he hands it off, and they are able to get the 1st down on that one. And that kind of puts the nail in the coffin on this one with a minute left in the 4th quarter. I mean, they're in field goal range already, and they're just kind of running out the clock here with this 3rd and 7 here. Manziel's going to hand off once again, and the Jets were able to stop him here on the 3rd and 7 to force the 4th down. It's 4th and 3, but they, like I said, they are within field goal range. There's only 4 or 5 seconds left here in the game, and they're able to kick and make that short field goal, which is pretty much a chip shot in the NFL, and the Jets will drop this game 3-0. I mean, talk about defensive battles. That's all it was. My receivers couldn't get any separation. It seemed like their receivers did get open when they needed to. I couldn't get a single receiver to be open at all during this game, and it was pretty sad. I mean, you know, but that's always been the Jets' thing is their offense. The defense kept them in it, gave up only 3 points there. You can see Fitzpatrick, it's 21% completion with 20 yards, and that's just not going to cut it, folks. We're going to have to figure something out for a quarterback here in New York. I guess I'm going to have to make a move sooner than I wanted to. I thought maybe I can kind of ride it out and see what's going to happen. Zach Stacy played a great game. Maybe we're going to focus more on running for this first season until we can figure out a quarterback situation. I don't know. 9 carries on 68 yards is pretty decent. Too bad he couldn't break the century mark, but you know what? That's going to have to do for another game, I guess, and we'll see what we can do with that. But week 1 is in the books, and the Jets take the loss to the Browns 3-0. They were pretty evenly matched, and that's the way it goes, I guess. We're going to see what goes on here going forward. Week 2 is against the Colts. They are a pretty solid team, so that's going to be pretty interesting to play and see what comes out of that. I might sim some games. I don't know. Maybe I'll just kind of go for the owner aspect of it and develop the team itself and let the game sim and do its own thing with the players. Probably play better than I do, especially on All-Pro. But you're going to have to come back for week 2 in the next episode. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave your comments. Please like. Please subscribe if you're new. Share this with your friends. I will see you around the channel. And goodbye now.